Right, welcome back to my YouTube channel. For this lesson, I want to take a different approach to the song Reckless Love. I'm only going to focus on some parts of the song to teach you guys some tips and tricks so that you can use. They're basically passing chords or chord substitutions that you can use not only for this song but any other song that you want to apply. And it's a way to expand your musical vocabulary. So we all know that the song is an F sharp. Only has like 4 or 5 chords. So let's start off in that first verse, but focus on that last line. So the last line says, before I took your breath, and don't mind my singing, I'm not a singer at all. Before I took a breath, you breathe your life in me. It's just 3 chords. Before I took a breath, you breathe your life in me. But then in this next line is where I change the progression a bit. I do this. You have been so kind to me. Alright? So this chord right here, where we end, is going to be a diminished chord used as a passing chord before heading back to a E flat minor. What I did, again, I did that regular E flat minor. You have been, but instead of going to C sharp down here, I went up here. Most people know that as the 7th chord. So, you have been so kind. Then I go to the 1, and then up to the 2. Instead of going to the 4, I go to the 2, which is used again as a substitution for the 4. So, you have been so kind to me. Then this is where I go into the 3, and I do this. I'll do it really slow, and if it's not slow enough, you can use the settings in YouTube to slow down the speed of the video and take notes on these musical notes. I do this. The right hand does this. And what I did here is simply some people call it a trill or a grace note. I just slide down and finish off on F. Left hand just plays. So it just goes, plays this B flat 7 chord, right? Then it goes back to those regular chords that we all know. Right there, what I did was used again a passing chord. I know that the regular song doesn't do that. It simply goes, it does a 7 chord into E flat minor, but what I did was include a diminished chord based on that F note. So the way we form diminished chords is you take that note that you're playing, in this case the 7, and I just went up 3 semitones, and I keep going up 3 semitones. You can keep going for the rest of the piano if you feel like it. So, right here, I did a series of passing chords. Really simple to form. I'm basically using this, I guess you can call it a theory. I'm just going 1 half step down and then into the chord that I want to go. So let me explain it a little bit better. So what I did was, what part was I in? I couldn't earn it. I don't deserve it. Then here, I know that the chord I want to go to is F sharp from C sharp. So what I do is C sharp, then passing note, then F sharp, Then next chord is going to be a B, so I do a passing note 1/2 step down again, in B flat, and then I land on B. So I couldn't earn it, I don't deserve it, still you yourself. So I couldn't earn it, I don't deserve it, still you gave yourself away. Alright, so this last line, it's going to be a bunch of chords. Again, it's not necessary to you to play it this way, but it's a good way to learn different chords. So I'm going to play it first, and I'm going to explain it slowly. So, all the overwhelming, never-ending, reckless love. I'll play once more with the different inversions. So what I'm doing here is using a bunch of passing chords. I start off with a 5-1-4, which is that. But what I do is I start off using this diminished chord and then I go into E flat minor. Never. Then I play this chord. And something that you can notice with these chords is that they try to maintain that melody as the last note. Right, so now I'm in an F sharp, B, reckless, E flat minor. Then I do love. You can do A flat minor like this, love, of, then a C sharp like this, of God. So again, once again, I'm gonna do it an octave higher so that you can get a better grasp. So. All right. So let's move on into the part where it says there's no shadow you won't line up. Usually the song, it's pretty simple what I'm going to teach in this part. Usually the song goes, no shadow you won't light up, mountain you won't climb up, coming after me. But what I want to do is teach what is called or named, it's known as a bass pedal. Basically, it means we're going to keep one note, or a pedal point, I think it's what it's called. We're going to keep one note on the left hand, and the right hand is going to play different chords. So in this part, we're going to keep that E flat note, and it's going to build up this tension during the song. And usually that meshes well with the purpose of this song. All right, so it goes, the right hand is going to play the same chords. It goes down to a C sharp, but it maintains the same note. So as you can see, it's like building up that tension. Shadow you won't light up, mountain you won't climb up, coming after me. And then you can change it now, go back to the regular way, and it's like a release of that tension. Then you go. All right, so that's all for this lesson. Please like the video so that you can help the channel out, and if you have any questions, just comment down below. If you have any ideas for different videos that you want me to make, just leave it in the comment section below and I'll be sure to make them. All right, thank you and God bless.